Hi, and welcome back to the Cyber Docket. In this section, we're going to be covering some good password management practice. We're going to see why it's so important that your password isn't just 1234 or your first name, and we're also going to see how to better secure your password with the help of some tools to make it easier for you. Let's get right into it. One of the most common ways that hackers break into computers is by guessing passwords. Simple and commonly used passwords enable intruders to easily gain access and control of a computing device. But do they really just guess your password? Both yes and no. While they are just randomly seeing if the password they enter is correct, they are able to do this at lightning speeds by having the computers think for them. Two of the most common types of guessing they use are dictionary and brute force attacks. The dictionary attack uses a simple file containing all the words in the dictionary. This attack uses the kind of words that many people use as their password. Similarly to the dictionary attack, the brute force attack comes with an added bonus. Instead of simply using just words, the brute force attack lets them detect non-dictionary words by working through all possible combinations from AAA1 to ZZZ99999 and so on. Conversely, a password that is difficult to guess makes it very difficult for a common hacker to break into a machine and will force them to look for another target. The more difficult the password, the lower the likelihood that one's computer will fall victim to an unwanted intrusion. Without the right security, an intruder could gain personal information, bank account access, steal your identity, and much, much more. When building your password, it's good to remember these few things. First, your password should be long and complex, and it should be a combination of all letters, numbers, and characters. It's not good practice to write your password down on a piece of paper, say if someone finds it, and it's never good to use the same password for two or more devices. This is because if a hacker is able to gain access to one device, they're able to gain access to all of the other ones. So let's look at some good and bad passwords. Let's look at the good passwords first. We have just a random combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. All of these passwords were generated online, which we will get to later in the video. You see that these passwords are usually longer than 12 characters, and they really don't have a pattern to them. Now let's look at some bad passwords, ones that you should not use. The first one might trick you, because it does seem like it's a combination of random letters and numbers. But look at its length. It's only 7 characters long. And remember that brute forcing technique that I told you about? That would get this password very easily, as it's not long enough for the computer to not be able to guess it. The next password, although it is long, it is just the same word repeated multiple times, and that word also being password gives it away. Another extremely common password that many people use is the same number and letter over and over again. Here we have 7 times, one of the most popular. This is a very common password, and many computers can get this in about a day. Now this last password might seem long and random as well, but pay close attention to the keys that it's using. It's really just going left to right on the keyboard and then going down. This is another very common technique that many people use and that hackers are very aware about. Now you might think, this really isn't worth my time. No one's going to hack me, and I don't want to put all this extra effort into generating such a strong password and having to remember it all. But as I've said before, you are a target. But lucky for you, good password management is very easy and it's quick. I want to show you some tools that can help you generate all of your passwords and manage them. First, I want to show you some easy ways to generate those long and unique passwords. There are about 1 million strong password generator websites out there. Here I'm using passwordgenerator.net. If you use one like this, you just check the boxes, how long you want it, click generate password, and it'll give you something to copy. We also have another option. If you don't want to use a totally random password, creating a password from a phrase is the next best thing. Here's a little trick you can do to turn your favorite sentence into a strong password. Just choose a phrase, take the first letter of each word, switch one or two of the letters into uppercases, substitute a letter for a number, switch a letter to a special character, and add something unique. Here, the phrase, "Dogs are my favorite animals in the world," are transformed into the strong passwords we see below. Lastly, I want to talk about using a password manager. I told you that storing all of those long, convoluted passwords would be easy, and that's because of these types of managers. They store all of your passwords in one place and contain a ton of features to make your life easier. There are many of them out there: Dashlane, LastPass, 1Password, and I want to show you RoboForm. Here we are on RoboForm's website, and as they say, you'll never need to remember or type your passwords again, and that's true. So we're going to be installing RoboForm, but if you'd like, you could check out all the features it has to offer on this tab here. Now go to Download, click Download, and follow the very easy guide to install the program on your device. I already have it downloaded, so let's see what that looks like. After creating an account, find a way to manage over to the RoboForm Start page. If you don't know how to access this, right-click on the toolbar below to see more options, this RoboForm option, and hit RoboForm Start page. I was already on this page, but it will just bring me back there. Here, you will see you have your logins, bookmarks, and safe notes that you can password protect. We don't have any logins right now, so let's create one. So let's go create that password. Head over to the CyberDocket. I have some information filled out already, and now we're going to be using the password function. If you click, you can see you have some passwords managed. This is what RoboForm is already doing, but we want to create a new one since we're making a new account. Something cool about RoboForm is you can install it to Chrome or Firefox, click at the top, and hit generate. This will generate a very strong password that you can just copy. Copy that password, put it in again, and sign up. RoboForm up top here will ask if it wants to save your password. For the website name, CyberDocket, click Save, and your login has been saved. Now let's sign out. Now we're back at the main page, sign in, and this is not the account we'll be signing in, but over at the top you could click RoboForm, go to the CyberDocket account you have, click it, and it will automatically log you in. Ask if you want to save your password, we already have this, and it's that easy. Thank you for following along to this CyberDocket video, and I hope you learned a lot about managing and saving good passwords. You're safer now than you were before, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.